Two chances and we cannot convert either. Samatta again gets it back from John, who has the strike, and this time it's in the top corner. Breakthrough has been achieved. Great ball, and there's going to be an equaliser. Literally the first attack that Groningen have created. I kind of lost a little bit of concentration, fell asleep slightly. And I mean, we've been made to pay for it, and all I can say is it's poor from us, but they have taken it when it's come their way. The thing that frustrates me the most is if we look at this back, I've got no idea where we are. Zachariah, Patrick, as we search for that winner that would be absolutely massive. Patrick, oh, he's got it. And I mean, he really shouldn't have it. It's gone through the legs of the goalkeeper. It's horrible goalkeeping, but we will take that gladly with both hands. He's maybe got a little bit of trickery up his sleeve. He has got that. And he's in towards the area. Sisto blocked on the way through. Comes for Samatta. And with the last kick of the game, Samatta is going to win it. A massive amount of fortune there as the ball bounces through straight into the path of the number 13. And he's put it home to make it 2-1. And yet again, like game number 1 against Groningen, where we had to come up trumps in the last few minutes, we've done it again. Sisto there, great work. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another career mode episode today. Continuing our journey with Villarreal, and as I show you the league standings to begin today off, we are the only team still unbeaten. I showed you this last episode, but here it is again. We sit top, but it is extremely close. The top 4 is us on 17, and then the following 3 teams, Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona and Betis, all 1 point behind, but Real Betis have a game in hand at the moment, so they could jump those two, but we've played the same amount as them. We face Valodid to begin today's episode, which will be the sim game. In fact, no, I think I might play this one. I'm going to be playing one of Leganes or Valodid. And at the moment, Leganes are the team in dead bottom. So take that back. We will play Valodid and we will sim Leganes in that one. So yeah, today's plan of action, Valodid first, followed by Celta Vigo, Young Boys in the Europa League group stage, who are the only other side currently in there to really be putting up a test to try and win this group. And Valencia as well, with a couple of sim games in between against Cadiz and, of course, Leganes. So that is going to be it for the episode. I've already readied the squad. I know what I'm going to be playing, so I need to change that round real quick, and then I will be back. And here we go then. It should be fairly routine, our first game of the day, but we can't just think like that. Obviously, you think like that, that's when you end up getting a beating against you. But undefeated so far, I think this should be comfortable for us. It's a nice game to kind of warm up with, if you will, before we have some tough tests coming on later. And I actually am kind of interested in that Celta Vigo game. Obviously, I have got a bit of an attachment to them after a save in one of the previous FIFAs. But Luka Jovic leading the line, expecting big things today. You know what? It'll be sod's law, won't it? Because it's just popped up showing a stat. Valodid, one of the lowest scorers in the league. They've only scored 6 goals in 7 La Liga appearances so far this season. And you can guarantee they'll probably score against us here. We've not had a great start to this game, as that ball into the box is dealt with, and Issa Diop comes away with a possession. But at the minute, I don't know what it is. We just don't seem to be at the races when we're starting games off recently. And Junior's going to look out wide towards Pion Sisto. Lovely control first time. Have we got a chance, though, is the question. Now Luka Jovic on the ball. Driving. Hudson-Odoi out on the right. Going to give him the ball as well. Callum Hudson-Odoi, maybe to take his man on. Goes round the outside. Hudson-Odoi's ball in. Oh, and Sisto. So, I mean, how is that a free kick against the keeper? If anything, he's punched Sisto in the head. He attacked it, and he had every right to do that, Pion Sisto, but the referee's given a free kick to the goalkeeper. At least there's a bit of sign of life from us, though, as we win that header again. Now Luka Jovic to Patrick. Hudson-Odoi down the right yet again. It's looking dangerous, to tell you what. Hudson-Odoi right now has started off this game really well. Swings another one in. And it's great defending at the back post, but the pressure is beginning to show now. Corner ball, dangerous in these areas. Delivery in from Pion Sisto. Keeper punches. Jordan to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi maybe from distance. Blocked on the way through, and it's going to take a lot of the fizz out the shot. Look how deep Jovic has just dropped to get on the ball here. Patrick will find Hudson-Odoi. Callum Hudson-Odoi into the area, still with the ball. Finds Luka Jovic. Blocked first time. Second time, he smashes it in the top corner. Oh, wow. I thought for a second that wasn't going to work. We have the breakthrough here. It's been a very, very sloppy first half. And at the moment, to be fair, I don't really feel like Valodid really deserve to be behind. But Luka Jovic, first time blocked. Second time, quick reactions with the left foot. 5-star weak foot, remember, and he smashes it onto the... Oh, he actually took a touch off the goalkeeper. underside of the crossbar and then to the corner of the goal for his 5th of this La Liga campaign. And we've only played 8 games now, so he's on a good goal-scoring record. It's nice to see him grabbing the goals. And we needed that one definitely before half-time. And there is the half-time whistle then. So we will go in at the break, a goal up, but it's not been really great here. I'm maybe considering this formation isn't necessarily going to work as well as it did for us over in the Netherlands with the Graafschap as it is with Villarreal. So I'm going to have to reconsider this maybe. Sisto up towards Jovic. Luka Jovic has seen Callum Hudson-Odoi and he's going to find him as well. Sisto maybe get wrong side of your man. Ball in from Hudson-Odoi and Pion Sisto makes it look easy with a finish. And against the run of play for the last few minutes, we have got the double. 2-0 and that should do it. But for a moment there, I was a little bit worried because we hadn't touched the ball for a few minutes. And they were beginning to build something, Valodid, but they were caught on the counter. And it's a lovely ball in from Hudson-Odoi. Keeper doesn't really do too much. And Sisto is never going to miss in that position. 2-0 Villarreal, and that should be enough for the 3 points, 2 in 20 minutes. I'm telling you right now as well, if we can unlock the likes of Luka Jovic and Pion Sisto, we will go on to win the Europa League. Obviously not brilliant in the last episode in that competition, as Patrick will find you. Luka Jovic, fake shots round his man, and continues into the area. It was poor from them to give away possession in the first place. And that is what you talk about when you see Luka Jovic in that position. You expect one outcome. And there it is. I'm telling you, unlock Sisto and Jovic, teams will get shredded when we come up against them. I've got absolutely no idea what they were doing, by the way. They gave the ball straight away to Patrick. It was a poor pass. And then from that point onwards, it's just simple for Jovic when he's in this position. Low and hard into the bottom corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. And I mean, this is an expected result though. Valodid are not one of the strongest sides in this division. And they're expected to be probably in a relegation fight at the end of the season. So if you're looking at it that way, I mean, I can't really get too excited about this because this is what we should be doing. 3 minutes until the 90 minutes now. And as they get forward, it will be a corner for our opponents. I do want the clean sheet as well. That is something that I don't want to lose right here. So I'd appreciate if we could defend this. Not really a great defensive header away. It's blocked by Junior and Pags, I think, with an important touch there to take it away from that guy that was looking like he wanted to hit it. And another great performance, our central defender. As Patrick now on the offense, and he looks over the top towards Hudson-Odoi, who does not read the flight of the ball, but that will do it. And it will be a 3-0 victory to kickstart today off, and it was, to be fair, one of the more likely wins we're going to get today. I mean, no disrespect by that, but, you know, when you're looking at the fixtures, this is the 3 points you want to be taking, and not really a lot happening. Any real match events to show you with the 3 goals that we scored, so, yeah, a little bit disappointed in that regard. Didn't create too much on the day, but at least we took our chances. So I just noticed Lazardis, the guy that we got in our scout report last time, has got a potential of 69 to 89, but he's also starting at 67 rated. So I'm going to promote him and see what his weak foot and skill moves are. And then, if need be, I'm going to train him up. Because potentially, he could be quite good in the future. Especially if he partners Patrick in there. 3-star, 3-star's not bad. 5'5". You know what? We'll train him and see. He could be a midfield 3 potentially in the future if Patrick obviously drops a little bit deeper. But for now, I'm going to take out Patrick because I was training him and start training that guy. And we've been treating very nicely at the moment to a lot of good talent. So what I plan on doing is pretty much promoting every single one of the ones that I can already promote. Just so we can keep tabs on how they grow. I know obviously if I leave them in here, their physical side of the game will also be better. But I'm not really bothered. I just want to see, you know, what kind of stats they have, what weak foot, skill moves, that type of thing. So I'm going to be promoting pretty much everybody that I can actually already do. Yorgos Theophanos, probably butchered that. But he's also looking decent. He's a right wing I've just picked up. And as I said, whenever I get him through, I will just be promoting. And if there's anybody really notable to show you, I will. But for the most part, it's just me to see what kind of their weak foot skill moves and such are looking like. Robinson, striker from England, 5-star skill moves. Theophanos is a 5-star weak foot winger. Would be absolutely amazing in the future, so I think I'm going to train him as well. 52 rated, 16 years of age, Spanish cam, Abelido, 4-star, 4-star. And that's pretty much the only ones to show you out of the people that we just promoted from the Youth Academy. So quite a lot of things to look forward to there. Potentially as well, that 5-star winger, Theophanos. Should we just call him Thanos, couldn't we? Nevertheless, it's time for our second game of today's episode, and that is going to be against Celta Vigo. I'm going to name it an unchanged side for this, and see if it'll work out in our favour for a second time. Like I said, a bit of an attachment to Celta personally, but I have to put that to the back of my mind so that we hopefully come away with a victory here. That is the plan. So, Jovic, expecting you to grab the goals today. Patrick, do your thing. And hopefully we'll get the 3 points here. Just realised as well, it is a game against his former club for Pion Sisto. And they start with a front three that involves Michael Antonio from, of course, West Ham. So, not as good a side as I expected. I imagine Aspas has now probably retired, so that's why he's not in this side. Obviously, Pion Sisto, I'm hoping that he can have his say in this match against his former club. We're off and running then, and I am partially thinking in the back of my mind, a draw probably wouldn't be a bad result here. Then again, as we've already actually not conceded a free kick. I thought that was going to be lined up for a free kick. I do kind of want the win as well. Jovic, Zakaria, Patrick with a run through the middle, and overlapping him, it's Callum Hudson-Odoi. It's a poor first touch from Hudson-Odoi. Oh my goodness me, we should have been in front. What a horrific first touch from Callum Hudson-Odoi. I can't really complain too much because he's not done badly. He did really well in the last game. But if he gets a better first touch there, we're 1-0 in front. Oh man, we did really well as well in the build-up to opening them up and getting the chance in the first place. But then you've got to take a better first touch than that, my man. As Patrick again will find Hudson-Odoi. This time has the shot. Saved by the keeper. Sisto, that was supposed to be a cross, not a sliding tackle. I must have pressed the button too early. So instead of crossing and then latching onto the ball, it decided to tackle instead. Will be a goal kick. At least we got the shot away that time. But, I mean, nowhere near scoring really. So, I mean, in that regard, not a lot to show for it. Patrick, though, will carry forward again. Zakaria, back for Patrick. And Hudson-Odoi now will get the man over. Here we go then. Callum Hudson-Odoi, second or third time he's been in this position. Pulls it back for Jordan. And there's a deflection in there. And it's looking like it is going to be Jordan's goal. But there's an absolutely huge deflection that has played a big, big part in this opener. I think it's come off Sacco. And I'm not sure if Jordan will actually get the goal. Because it depends how many times this ball was touched by a Celta player on the way through. So there's the first one. And it looks like, yeah, Sacco's going to get an own goal. I feel kind of bad for that because not a lot he could have done. He just tried to block the shot and it's gone all the way through and it will go down as his own goal, not Jordan's goal himself, although the shot was on target. It is unfortunate, but it's the breakthrough found. And you have to admit it has been coming as they give away possession straight away again. And we look so quick, don't we, on the ball? And we're giving away possession ourselves with a poor pass from Luka Jovic. Great ball from Celta as they get their first chance maybe on this corner. And there's the delivery in and Raul's going to put it back in. And literally their first attack. Jimenez scores. That side of the pitch, that corner there, it's a little bit of a worry at times. Noah Beister is good. But then at times I feel like in his maybe young age, I know he's a Champions League winner even at 19 or 20 years of age, however old he is now. I feel like he goes to sleep sometimes and just allows runners off the ball to get in far better positions than they should be. Jimenez makes no mistake with the header and Celta back on level terms after we worked so hard to go in front. We're now going to have to try and do that again after literally giving away one chance. So I'm a bit annoyed about that. Not a lot we can do though now. We just have to go again and try and get back in front. Here is Patrick. Now Zakaria. Nearly lost possession there, Patrick, but he holds on to it still. Now Jordan. And it's a lot of bodies back behind the ball for Celta, which is making this a very, very difficult job. Jordan towards Luka Jovic. Shot comes in, blocked on the way through. And at the minute, we have possession in a really good area. Sisto trying to squeeze that through. Not worked, but we still got it. Jordan again. Now towards Hudson-Odoi. Zakaria. I mean, you can see how hard we are working here. Literally possession in their half for like 10 minutes plus. And that's what you talk about again. The concentration from Beister as Jimenez is round him. And there's another delivery. Don't tell me it's going to be two. Oh my goodness. 2 shots, 2 goals from the same side. Celta in front right on the stroke of half time. Oh, I knew as soon as that delivery came in. And Issa Diop didn't get his starting position really well. Beister again though. Falling asleep at fullback. Allows Jimenez to run off him. And look at this for a cross. It's right where you want it. First time on the volley. I mean, what can you do? You've given away 2 chances. They've scored them both. And the problem there is, I look at that back and it's like, what on earth are we doing? Where are we? I really don't know. This formation right now, it feels like I have to pull at teeth to create chances. I might switch to a 4-2-4, you know. I don't know really what I want to do in this scenario because I just feel like I'm clutching at straws every single time. Let's try a 4-2-3-1 as we have to now fight back from behind to try and get a result here. And I don't know, honestly, how we have allowed that to happen twice. Jeez, man. 2 of the same goals. 2 shots as well. They've done nothing else other than that. I'm not even going to complain at Noah Beister because he's largely done really well, but it's just there. He just falls asleep again maybe, and another fullback, a more experienced one, wouldn't have done that. There's Jovic in the area, trying to pull it back for Patrick. Good defending in the end, and we keep possession though at the moment. Sisto, Patrick again. Patrick on the turn, looking for the shot first time, and it's going to be deflected and cleared away. Time is not on our side right now, and Celta come forward again. Another cross from the wide area. Oh my goodness me, could have gone down, it'd have been a penalty. Why can we not defend crosses? That's 3 of the same now coming in. Pion Sisto driving forward. It would have been a different game if Hudson-Odoi took a good first touch, wouldn't it? We got him through initially. And there is Patrick. Sent wide, but Luka Jovic trying to make something of this. Jovic, lovely turn. And that is what you need when he's on the pitch. Finds that corner of the goal. Very nicely done. Celta 2, Villarreal 2. Got to admit, though, that's all Luka Jovic, that. The pass from Patrick isn't really phenomenal. He just makes it look easy, doesn't he? And he curls it in that corner of the goal. 6th of the season, or 7th now, maybe. 7th? Yeah, 7th. But makes it look easy, doesn't he? Patrick giving the assist credit before he goes off. On comes Toko Akambi and Daniel de Groot for Hudson-Odoi and Patrick. But still need to find a winner here. And it's been an open game so far. Admittedly, they've only really created those 2 chances. And then that third one where they didn't get the shot away in the end. But yeah, other than that, they've not really done anything yet. I feel like this has been one heck of a game. Sisto, Zakaria, Trigueros off the bench to win it maybe. Gets the shot away, it's going to be blocked, and we are into added time now as Zakaria is found. De Groot just trying to work some space, but he's given the ball away again. Daniel de Groot, my man. You're one of my favourite players of the series, but you seriously need to shape up because you're not having a good time of things here at Villarreal. Let's just say that. A 2-2 draw in the end. And I'm not going to lie, I'm disappointed. Look at that, 2 shots on target. And they scored both of them. Begs the question, what are we doing elsewhere on the pitch to allow that to actually happen? A point is all we get. It's time now then for our 3rd game of our Europa League group stage. And as I mentioned earlier, Young Boys are the only other side currently in the group stage to have won their game. They've won 1, drawn 1. We've, of course, won 2. Both those games, though, ended 2-1, and we scored late on to win them. I want to actually start strongly in one of these games, so we have got our backup side for this. Well, I call it a backup side. It's still pretty decent. I'm going to stick to the 4-2-3-1 for now, see how it plays, and we will see if we can come away with a victory here as well. I'm going to use a black kit again. It's a nice kit, to be fair. And there is... Why does it always do this? I swear, when I set this up, Toko Akambi was up front, Chukwueze was out on the right, and that is actually how we had it. So I don't know why it changes it when you go from that to then jumping into the actual game ready to play. I don't get it. Don't tell me this has been in the game all year and they haven't sorted it. Anyway, let's do this. Hopefully, we will get ourselves the win here. And we can pretty much book our spot in the knockout rounds already if we do. Off and running here then as Patrick on the ball immediately. Sends it to Toko Akambi and he's going to find Chukwueze. And it's good pace we're showing here to get him behind early doors. And Chukwueze shots in. Well saved by the goalkeeper. I didn't really fancy putting a cross in because there was nobody really in the box to aim at barring Toko Akambi. So it would have been a little bit outnumbered if we wanted to put a delivery in there. I'm sure Toko Akambi would have given a good attempt at trying to win it, but I don't think he'd have succeeded. So we had to just try the shot on instead, and Patrick nearly finding Chukwueze again there with that ball through. Ball found by Baselli out towards him, and it's a bit of a deflection on the way through that took it through, and that's not a good cross, man. I know it was weak foot, left foot, but that's still not good enough. Let's go, Patrick. Finding Chukwueze with a fantastic run. Chukwueze in the box, pulling it back towards Patrick. Straight at the keeper. De Groot on the follow-up, and he nearly missed it. Holy moly. If De Groot had smashed that at the goalkeeper and he saves that, I'd have been fuming. Against her on a play slightly. A few crosses beginning to come into our box. Looked a little bit weak defensively, but Ruben Blanco ended up catching it. Threw it straight out, and then after that, Patrick just carried forward and was able to feed Chukwueze, who returned the pass back, really. And then from there, Patrick honestly should have finished it, but at least we have done with our number 7. De Groot on the score sheet in the Europa League again. I think again, because I'm pretty sure he's got one in the other games. But nevertheless, it's 1-0 here, and 30 minutes on the clock. There's still a long, long way to go. And we did concede in the first 2 games we played in the Europa League group stages, so there's nothing to suggest we won't do tonight either. It's good build-up play until we finish that one off, and that's not a great defensive header back, but Toko Akambi takes a touch into their defender anyway, so he still gives away possession. And 3 to go until the 45th minute here. I'm hoping we don't have another goal conceded just before half-time. On the flip side of that, though, a goal scored before half-time would be very welcome. Chukwueze again into a great position. Pulls it back again to Patrick. And there is that 5-star weak foot coming in clutch. I don't even know what is his strong foot at this point. Smashes it in the bottom corner. Very, very welcome second. And that has calmed any potential nerves of us throwing away this 3 points then. Whenever it's only 1-0, part of me thinks nowhere near the job done yet. But 2 allows us to have 1 mistake in us and still be in front. So a little bit more calmer about things now. Oh, talking about mistake. This might be where we have it then. Got away with that. Right as the second half got underway, they pressed forward, and I tried to clear the lines with Noah Beister. Didn't do a very good job of that. Gave away possession, and their shot went narrowly over the top of the crossbar. But that is the mistake we talk about. Luckily, we did get away with it. Still entitled to 1 more. Noah Beister carries forward. Now Patrick. Toko Ekambi is the outlet, and he's found him as well. Toko Ekambi will find Trigueros with him on. In behind Trigueros for number 3. And there it is then. That definitely will do it. Get in. 3 wins from 3 in the Europa League. And I think we're all but done now then. Because elsewhere, you know, the young boys with the team on 4 points. They're going to stay on 4. We're moving to 9. And even if the team who are on 1 wins their game, that'll put them 4 as well. So we'll be 5 clear with only 3 games left. So you could argue, although we're not mathematically secure, we're all but there. The up again required, and we cannot... we cannot keep the clean sheet. Having said that, we should have done. And to be fair, it would have been Ruben Blanco getting the clean sheet, and he's partly to blame as the reason why. I mean, yes, we could defend better. We've got a player on the floor. I'm not sure who it is. But that goalkeeping, for me, I don't know about you guys, not good enough. I mean, yes, it does take a deflection off Issa Diop, but he gets down on it, and he just doesn't do enough. There we go then. Clean sheet gone, but the win's still going to be ours. I'm just a little bit disappointed we haven't got the clean sheet. Anyway, we continue. And there's the full-time whistle. 3-1 victors on the night. No clean sheet again, though, for us. And that now makes it, what? Wait, all 3 games, actually, we haven't had a clean sheet in. Oh, jeez. How are we going to get one in the Europa League, man? Nevertheless, we get another victory. 9 points now we move on to. And I think, like I said earlier, we're all but there in terms of that one. What was the other result in our group? Who is in our group, actually? I forgot already. Not sure. We'll check it out in a second. Oh, yeah. Groningen in our group. I know that for sure. So, where are we looking then? Europa League. There it is. So, Groningen are bottom. Lazio did beat them, which moves them onto 4 points. And like I said, we're now 5 ahead with 3 games left. And I think, yeah, we got Young Boys at home next. Lazio play Groningen, of course. And then after that, they play each other, Young Boys and Lazio. So, pretty much job done already for us. So, I'm looking forward to who we get in the first knockout rounds. But up next then, Leganés as the sim. Cadiz as a sim, followed by Valencia. I always mess up the 2 of those. And I don't know why. Back to our full strength lineup then for this one. Please don't let me down, guys. Hudson-Odoi is starting on the right. Jovic up front and Sisto alongside him, and 1 down after 13 minutes. Of course we are. We're at home, by the way, so don't lose this game is all I'm going to say. Of course we are. And they've just missed a penalty as well to go 2-0 in front. Are you joking me? Are we actually, thank you, Zachariah pulls us back on level terms. I mean, a draw is still terrible, but at least we haven't lost. That's all I'm going to say. 1-1 draw. I mean, they're dead bottom. They're bottom of the league. And the game before we take on Valencia is going to be in the Copa de España, round of 32. Cadiz are the opponents. I'm not going to be playing a strong side for this one, as I do have to keep tabs on that next game. So that is what we've gone with. It's still decent, and hopefully we'll still get the win. As I've mentioned previous times, I think, I'm not entirely sure if this is double legs or if it's just a 1-leg type thing. We will find that out after we've played this game. Trigueros has started things off nicely though, but they've equalised through Jan Arnovic, which, not ideal. 2 yellow cards to our name right now as well. We have got the home leg here. What is with us simming home games today and not getting great results? Chukwueze scores a second, and that is now 2-1. And it looks like we're going to hold on to this. But 2-1 against Cadiz, who I believe are in the Segunda Division, the second division. It's not a great result, to be fair, guys. Just want to throw that out there right now. And do we play them again in the second leg? I'm pretty sure. No, we don't. So Oh, yeah, we do. What? That's, well, look at that. It's like 2 months away. Madness. And here we go then. Our final game of today. And as you can see, after 10 games being played, this is how the league table's looking. Still unbeaten, but 4 draws from 10 games. It's not what I was hoping to see. We sit 2 ahead of Sociedad and 3 ahead of Real Madrid and Betis and Espanyol. It's very tight at the top. Let's just say that. There's no real team that's working their way out of, reach of any other team. And if anybody's going to do it, it's got to be us. But for the most part, it's going to be a tough game, this. And Valencia will pose a threat. There were one of the sides that potentially we could have gone to. Instead, we joined Villarreal. And did we make the right decision? We're going to find out after this game right here. And from the Estadio Mestalla, the game is underway. And I've seen some interesting faces in this Valencia side. Jerome Boateng is starting at the central of their defence right tonight. A few other recognisable names in there. Xhaka, Ante Rebic, a few other ones too. But, yeah, Jerome Boateng up against Luka Jovic. Who's going to have the better of the night? Remember, it is an aging Jerome Boateng as well. Let's just throw that out there. But he's already intercepted Patrick's pass, so I will shut up because I don't want to say anything and then be embarrassed by it. Ooh, Guedes is beside Noah Beister. There's the ball in. Pags underneath, the first cross of the night. Back in it goes. Patrick Catrone shot. I can't highlight the man I want, which is Jordan. And now we will do that and clear our lines. First cross of the night. Not really dealt with. They got the shot away anyway. As Zachariah now carries forward. Needs a run to come in from Callum Hudson-Odoi, which he hasn't made. As he steals it back though, Hudson-Odoi. And he's in the area. Callum Hudson-Odoi! Great save, Neto. 2 chances for either side. Well, 1 apiece, I should say. 2 chances in total. And it nearly was the opening goal for one of the 2. Hudson-Odoi sends another cross in. That time he's going to be met by Zachariah. And we have the opener then here from the Estadio Mestalla. Valencia 0, Villarreal 1. He looked like he was going to win the corner when it was first put in. But no, gets it back out. Then the cross from Hudson-Odoi. Met by Zachariah. And we have the breakthrough. Thing is though, Hudson-Odoi before this nearly found it. Fantastic delivery. Zachariah gets up well. Neto can do nothing about that one. Noah Beister carrying forward really well here as we found Jordan towards Pion Sisto. Look to get on the right foot and place one. In the end, it's blocked. But the pressure right now is definitely with us. And Valencia have to withstand this. Because if we go 2 in front, that might be the kick in the teeth that will knock them down a peg or 2. And really knock the wind out of their sails from coming back in this game. Jovic found again on the edge of their area. Still with Luka Jovic. Now Zachariah through towards Jordan. Lovely turn. Oh, if he'd have finished it would have been brilliant. He's put it wide. What a move it was. Lovely turn. And then follow him on from that. He's got to put it in the bottom corner. Crying out loud. Still 1-0. Half time here. It remains a 1-0 to us. But it could have been more. Jordan, after a great move, did the hard part, turning his defender. And then fired wide from very, very close range. But at the moment, we do lead. And there's 45 minutes to change this game for Valencia. Oh, brilliant ball from Luka Jovic out towards Pion Sisto, who's driving at Daniel Vassen inside the area. Sisto to make it 2 off the woodwork. Jovic, though, mops up the play. And there is the second of the night. 33 to go. And it was Sisto who really caused the problem. But then he ends up hitting the post. So, I mean, it wasn't a great finish by all accounts afterwards. But then you can't complain because Jovic is on hand to score his 9th of the season. Or 8th. I'm losing count at this point now. And there we go. Just what we required, really, to see this one out. Ante Rebic wrong siding. Diop, Patrick Catrone's header. Not going to find the back of the net. It's been that night, unfortunately, for Valencia. Not worked on any of the things that they've tried, really, as Danny Parejo comes off the bench now. Very, very experienced, isn't he? But maybe a bit too experienced at this point to really make a mark on this one. As Samata's also come off the bench for us, and here he is for his first touch in added time then. Samata. Let's not talk about that then. 30 seconds to go. That should be the game. And 2-0 is a very, very respectable result indeed. We stay top of the table with our final game of today. Happy days. That brings us to a close then for today, my friends. As you can see, we'll begin next episode off with Young Boys as we look to secure our spot mathematically in the next round of the Europa League, the knockout rounds, of course. But here is how it looks for the La Liga once I can get to that screen. There we go. So here is the La Liga table. Undefeated after 11. 4 points clear of Barcelona in second place. With Real Sociedad having a game in hand, they can move 2 points behind us again. Madrid, obviously, with a game in hand as well. So, still very, very close, and we're not out of the ropes yet. Still a lot of work to do. Lots to look forward to. In fact, let me just double check, actually. I want to see where Luka Jovic stands right now in the goal charts, because he must be up there. Patrick is the top scorer in the Europa League right now. What? Anyway, La Liga, where are we? That's Copa de España. One more should take us. There we go. Jovic, 8 and 11. Top of the goal scoring charts for La Liga. Patrick with the most assists, 7 and 11, which is pretty mad as well. Thank you for watching though, guys. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for all the support on the channel as well. Until next time, if you're new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Have a fantastic day, fantastic week, and I'll catch you all again very, very soon. Until next time, adios.